Welcome to Tongue Tied, the new hilarious game show where we test the impromptu public speaking skills of three professional comedians. My name is Todd Allen, I am your host, and this is your panel for tonight. So here's how the show works. Panel, in a second I'm going to provide you guys with various topics and subjects, and then one at a time, for 1 minute in length, these guys have to speak completely off the cuff without making any mistakes. Okay, make sense? Any one of these guys can take over as a speaker at any time by buzzing in with a challenge. Acceptable challenges are as follows. The speaker stumbled in speech, the speaker repeated themselves, or the speaker has no idea what they're talking about.
I went to a boys' camp that had a canoe tripping.
Stumble!
I mean, come on, folks. She's just a girl trying to make it in this crazy, crazy world.
Drew McCready with a challenge. Crazy, that's a repeat.
And I put a little elf in the sidecar, and then I got the sidecar way up.
Diana Francis.
Speaker doesn't know what he's talking about. Elves don't exist.
Nathan Clark, you got 1 minute on the clock, and your topic is the recorder.
So these are my memories of the recorder. Not of playing notes, or not of having this nice little wooden instrument in my hands, but of my drunk teacher who walked the friggin' tracks to work. I mean, come on! Why was this guy hired by my school to teach us?
Kim Lizard.
He has no idea what he's talking about. He's clearly talking more about his drunk teacher than actually the recorder.
That's true. You have no idea what you're talking about. The topic was the recorder. You're talking about your drunk teacher walking the tracks to school. Dave Milsher takes over with 7 seconds.
A recorder has 9 holes to put your fingers and thumbs over. And this allows you to change the frequency.
Doesn't know what he's talking about. There's only one thumb hole in the back of the recorder.
That's what I said!
No, that's not what you said. 1 second on the clock for Drew McCready.
Recorders.
There it is! So it's been really easy for you guys. I've given you very broad topics so far to speak on, so let's get specific, let's get current. 2 parents in Germany this week put their newborn baby up for bid on the online auction site eBay. This is a true story. The parents said it was a joke, and they weren't actually going to sell their baby to the highest bidder. The German government didn't think it was funny either way and removed the baby from the parents' custody. Was the government's actions here the right thing to do? Did they have the right to remove these children? 1 minute on the clock. Drew McCready, go ahead now.
I think it's a historical fact that Germans are not funny. So why 2 Germans would try to make a joke on the World Wide Web is beyond me. Selling a baby? Come on, that's not funny. Well, maybe it is. But when Germans try to do it, people get all uptight. The German government has a department of comedy. People don't know this, but they closely monitor everything that Germans do.
Nathan Clark stuttered and then he got in.
There's a little bit of a stutter and I missed it, but then he did it again right after.
I think that's true. You stumbled in speech. Nathan Clark takes over.
So maybe the government needs to step back. I stumbled.
McCready.
I totally stumbled.
Dave,
He admits his fault. You can take the challenge.
Me need.
18 seconds on the clock. Go ahead.
Germans shouldn't be having babies, and neither should we, because the world is coming to an end. All right, we have pollution, we have global warming. There's no point in having offspring.
Nathan Clark.
David's depressing me.
It's win-win for me both ways. I love the idea.
Go down.
Repeat it, win-win.
That's true. But win-win. It's a repeat, but that is.
I think it's
that's
one
a phrase.
I think it's one word.
We move on to round 3, the gift of the gab round. Are you ready to see gift of the gab round, everyone? All right, so it begins. So you 3 are at a wedding right now, and you're giving a speech to the groom or the bride, and I'm going to find out who is getting married right now. Audience suggestion.
Diana Francis.
Diana Francis is getting married. Okay, Diana Francis, our contestant here on the panel, is getting married. And you guys are giving a speech to wish her well. You will be giving a speech to yourself to wish her well. Minute on the clock, Michael Tegan. Wedding speech, as best you can. Same rules apply, minute on the clock. Go ahead.
There are ships made of steel, and there are ships made of wood. But the best ships are friendships.
I believe Drew got in there first. Go ahead,
The speaker does not know what he's talking about. That was from a Hallmark card. I've seen that card.
Oh, have you? For real?
I've seen that card.
Seen that card?
Yeah.
Have
yeah.
you seen that card?
No, I have not.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's kind of got a big ocean liner, kind of cut out.
It's a
at the top.
schooner. I haven't seen it.
Okay, Drew. I'm gonna give it to Drew McCready. That was very funny though. Drew McCready, 47 seconds.
I'm really glad Diana Francis is finally getting married.
Michael Jagan. Oh, sorry, Diana
Francis.
Francis.
Speaker has no idea what he's talking about. I have no plans of ever getting married.
Really?
You don't plan it. It's always an accident.
Let me ask you, Mike, her boyfriend's here. Mike,
Oh,
would you
don't
ever
do that.
would you ever marry Diana?
That?
Yeah.
No. We have a very delightful prenuptial agreement, myself and my girlfriend. That's right.
Michael Jagan.
She's not a lesbian. She has no idea what she's talking about.
That's true. That I know. Yeah,
This is fictional. I might change.
that's true. You could. You
Yeah.
could.
If it's fictional, we were talking about her getting married, and now it's changed to commitment.
That's true. So it's off topic.
What's going on?
I don't know. I don't really know. You know what? So Michael Jagan, your challenge is accepted. Let's see if we can get this speech on track. 25 seconds.
Some submarines.
30 seconds, uninterrupted, to sell themselves to you on why they should be the tongue-tied winner, and you guys get to decide who the winner is, keeping in mind what the score is right now. 2-2-1. 30 seconds, uninterrupted. Sell yourselves.
Who really made you feel something? Was it the story of the clown with the adorable little marionette that got eaten by a dog? Or was it the boring McBorsters beside me?
If you vote for me, I will give you each $1. You, and that's you, and that's you, and that's you.
Gentlemen, let's get serious.
Sometimes when you're sitting in front of a room full of strangers and you're trying to speak on one topic that you don't know much about, you make mistakes. But I think I gave it a go, and I think that's what everything's about. What Canada's about. See, I just made a mistake right there. I'm not afraid to admit it. I make mistakes. I'm a human being. Vote for the human being at the end of this.
That was very, very convincing.
That was very convincing. Okay, so it's now your turn to vote. Keeping in mind the score currently is 2-2-1. I'm going to point to each panelist here one at a time and clap for only the person that you want to win, okay? So we'll start with Drew McCready, everybody. Drew McCready. Okay, that's it. Mr. Nathan Clark, everybody. Okay, that's it. And of course, Mr. David Milshard. Out! Out! The winner,